Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I'll be checking out a new track from Hollow Front. It is called The Price of Dreaming, and it is the title track taken from their upcoming album, which will be out May 27th. It has just been announced. It will be out through Unified, of course, now that they've signed with them. They put out Loose Threads in 2020. I loved that album. That was really when I started my YouTube channel, I believe, so I have some videos from that, but I've done their more recent singles. This will be the third single off of it. Comatose and Treading Water are also on it. So Hollow Front is incredible. I'm not going to talk too much during this. I will talk more after, but I will link the pre-orders as well as the music video I'll be checking out in this reaction in the description. I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
I don't care what your dream is.
Give up on this
I do.
again.
Because you know what?
Hollow Front, The Price of Dreaming. Let's discuss. This one managing to add to the variety still, and when I did the video for Comatose and had my first listen to that song, I mentioned how I liked that they did the chorus differently than what I had expected. They have to use Dakota's voice in some of these choruses. Of course, it's I have mentioned a number of times that that's really what drew me to the band originally. So it's neat that this song they used Dakota's vocals in that chorus, but the variety is there. There's a different pre-chorus each time. That first one, I think I mentioned during the reaction that he went low vocally in that pre-chorus, and then it goes back to Tyler for a second, and then it sort of like explodes into that chorus. I really like that. I think there's something overall in the vocals though, like apart from the chorus itself, like some of those melodies and harmonies in there are just really, especially towards the end of the song, like I need to go back and re-listen to it, but production wise this is sounding incredible. Guitar work on it, shows variety as well. I mentioned that riff in Comatose being probably going on my playlist for riff, and it's maintained its spot there for sure. Probably worked its way up even more. That is just such a distinct riff in my head. I love that. I think Lee is an excellent addition to this band. Apart from that, even it just seems like they're at their like peak lineup. They're putting out music that is all of their best qualities being used in the right ways. Like it doesn't feel like these singles are lacking at all. So looking at the 3 that they've released, I'm very excited for this. The drumming, unsurprisingly, another track where Devin is standing out. I like that the track opens with that energy, but he maintains, like, if you look at the pre-choruses, really, it's all got that build-up, yet it's still kind of touching on what I was talking about with variety. It's different in each way, but still has that build-up feel to it to sort of like let that chorus really, the difference between the pre-chorus and the chorus, like drum-wise, I just love the sound and the build-up that they tend to consistently do without it sounding the same. So I really like that. Just overall drumming, the kicks. I like that in the beginning of the video, like the hair whip thing, because I saw them recently. I think I mentioned that in the Comatose video maybe, but I saw them recently, and when he was doing the live performance, the hair whip was, it was going. So seeing that in the video, very funny. But not funny in like a bad way, but you know what I mean, just like the it's kind of like a characteristic thing, like seeing them live and seeing that happen and then seeing it in the video. So vocally, this is just really, really excellent. I like more, don't get me wrong, the vocals, like the main vocals, I love that, but the details in like the smaller bits, like the just like the harmonies that I was mentioning and stuff, especially towards the end, were the chef's kiss type of stuff for me. I'm really picky when it comes to woes. I think I've mentioned that pretty much every time that they come up on a song on the channel. I feel pretty indifferent about them in this song. Sometimes I'll hear them and like immediately I'm like, I do not like this. Like this part I would remove from this song. I felt pretty indifferent about them in this song, especially at the outro, because there was like that piano, and I really feel like that took my attention more so than the woes. I'm not sure even what it is, and again, that's just like my preference thing. So to be indifferent about them, and I think that's like the best that it gets with that sort of thing for me. It's more often like me disliking them than not. So to be indifferent about them, I guess that's like, it works. Again, yeah, just like having that different pre-chorus. I'm pretty sure it had it. Again, I make these outros after one listen to the song, so I'm pretty sure it was a different pre-chorus every time. I'll have to fact check myself and re-listen to the song. Obviously, I'm going to re-listen to it anyway. In terms of these singles, Comatose is probably my favorite, I think. And then I feel like this track and Treading Water will sort of battle it out next after that. As I mentioned, that riff, it's just like, it's excellent. And that's big for me too, because like this sort of chorus for me, I love Dakota's voice. I've mentioned so many times how that's really what drew me to Hollow Front originally, and how I had mentioned that this feels like these newer singles feel like all their best qualities like being used properly, and also the difference in the songs, like the chorus between Comatose and this track, and Treading Water really as well, having that use of Dakota's voice on the outro. sort of how they're switching up these songs and stuff, it's just, I really like it, and it's piqued my interest because each time they're putting out a new one now, I'm gonna be like, all right, so what will it be like, instead of expecting the same sort of formula each time, if that makes sense. So and in that case, like with different formulas and stuff, I think it makes sense, like talking to other people who listen to them. Everybody has like a different favorite single and very strong opinions about it and stuff, and I think that's because of like the styles being a bit different, but still like all of, you know what, if that makes sense. I'm not going to get too far into it because I've already been talking for a minute here. So anyway, I'm very excited for this album. I'll link pre-orders, Hollowfront's social media, the video I reacted to, all of that will be in the description of this video. Let me know what you thought of this song, what you're thinking of the new singles. Other than that, you can also find my link tree in the description. It will have the invite for the Discord server that I talk about in every single video. It's got a bunch of my favorite people in there. We talk about a lot of music related stuff, a lot of stuff unrelated to music as well. We've got a lot of different channels to talk about stuff in there. So if you're interested in coming to join and check out that community, that will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link. On Instagram, I do keep it all music related. On my story about new videos sometimes, or new songs that I found, I post merch, a lot of merch, usually like once or twice a week. Vinyl, sweatshirts, flags, t-shirts, whatever I have really ready to go to post. And then sometimes if I have stuff from shows, since shows are back, going to shows recently, if I have any pictures, videos, anything to share from shows, I'll also post like that. And then lastly, every Friday I post my chart of what I've listened to the most over the course of that week. Singles, albums, EPs, whatever, it depends on what I've listened to that week. So I post that every single Friday. If you're interested, my handle is the same as my YouTube channel. It is Rachel Reacts, but again, I'll have it in that link tree in the description if you have any interest in following me. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.